Hey guys, welcome back to Life Up Education TV. In today's video, let's talk about doing something that makes you feel connected to others, not just with yourself. So what do I mean by this exactly? Let me read what I wrote here. In our minds, negativity gets louder easily, and we become cynical, bitter, and helpless little by little. You can really lose faith in people, but if we change our perceptions from people are out there trying to bring us down, people are out there constantly trying to judge me, to I want to be stronger and better, regardless of the judgments and hate. I want to be stronger, that I can choose to see positivity in people. And this behavior hopefully show and inspire others to do the same. And we can all make one big team of positive people, and that's how maybe we can end suffering even by a little bit. So that's what I wrote. And actually I was talking to a friend of mine today earlier, and we were in a situation where I basically introduced a guy to my girlfriend, and they hit it off pretty good first, and then later my girlfriend realized that she no longer wants to talk with him. One of the reasons being that it just wasn't a good match, right? And then the way I could look at it was basically look, I mean, life is about losing. One time I heard who was that? The boxer. He said it. He said, life is about losing. You lose family, you lose hair, you lose teeth, you lose whatever. And you have to just keep coming back. You have to just keep getting up. And that's how life is. And when I heard that, I was like, I still can't forget it, because it was very powerful sentence. The fact that it came from one of the world's the strongest boxer who, won so many fights, but also the same degree he lost so many fights, right? In a very aggressive form of fights, he went through that a mental transformation from being a victim, becoming the winner. And I was thinking about that, and also I was thinking how we always point finger at someone who bring us down, someone who is not good for ourselves, someone who does harm to us. And in fact, I was talking with a friend of mine, and I told him a story I once heard. And the story goes basically, your enemy can make you drink a water with sugar in it. And your friend, someone who wishes well for you, can still make you drink water with the poison in it without noticing, even if they mean well for you. Then the enemy who made you drink the sugar water, they're no harm. But the friend, the people you actually care about, who made you drink the water with the poison, even without noticing, they are harm to you in that situation. And basically the point of that story is, we point finger at people, and sometimes we assume that when someone is toxicating to us, we assume that that person is bad person, that person who brings me down, that person who judges me, that person that rejected me, blah blah blah, this person is a bad person. That's how we wire, that's how we interpret the situation, interpret the person who does the harm for us. Is it really true though? Not really. That's not necessarily has to be true. Sometimes good people with good intention sometimes are not in a position in their life to accept whatever you're offering, and that's okay too. You just need to find the product and market fit. So basically the story, I told him this story because he brought up this passage that he wanted to discuss, which basically told people, leave this toxicated people, even if they do good for you. Like if they cause the harm in the same degree as the love or the goodness they bring into your life, if they're toxicated, just leave them. Like even if they're family, even if they are like your best friend, like leave them. And that's what the passage was saying. And you know, to a degree, like we kind of disagreed with that because it's also a test, the test that judges our strengths. Because, you know, given that, so I'm presuming that someone brings love for your life, someone brings goodness for your life, and then the very same person, let's say, can also bring toxication to your life that you cannot tolerate. Do you need to cut them off completely? I don't think so. I think maybe it is ideology, but especially if it's like a family member, if it's like a best friend, like you should be stronger. Like human relationship doesn't have to be that disposable. Like if something like a slight little like tiny things that happened in a relationship, especially they're close to you, like, and then if they bring so much joy, so much love, so much like goodness in your life, and then are you gonna just let them go just because that little tiny like things that you couldn't agree with or you couldn't tolerate with just happened? For me, I feel like that's a reason for you to be stronger. Like, and then during that conversation I brought up Martin Luther King, and basically, right, like he had the vision, he had a dream, he worked on his dream when no one was cheering for him, when nothing or no one gave him any easy answers. Like he was working on it. He gave love before anyone gave him love back, to his idea, to his ambition. Like nothing was returning to confirm his idea, to confirm him, but he kept going. And I feel like we should have that same kind of generous attitude, generosity again, toward people, toward the idea that we believe in. Like so many people don't want to invest into idea or people when they are not investing in return, or when they are not investing first. But in reality, people relationship work like that. You have to invest first. When they are not investing back, you have to invest first, because that's how relationship gets built. So that being said, like I have like a mixed message here, because one way, like I understand it's practical, like I get it. It's sometimes it is even necessary that you have to let those voices go, but in the same degree, like if you switch that perception from like they are doing it to like they're doing it but let me be stronger, then it's under your control. So that's what I wanted to point it out, basically. But anyway, so this is the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video.